Hello everybody, this is Elon Olive. Before we get started with today's game, I have a few things I'd like to say. First and foremost, thank you to everyone who has watched. I know you guys have super busy lives and take just a few minutes out to check out my video. It means a lot to me. Big thank you to Steve Tower, who watched my first video and gave me some helpful feedback. I know the quality of my videos aren't quite up to the par that I would like to have them at, but that stuff costs money, and I'm just kind of doing this off of OBS for my laptop, and just slowly going to be evolving my broadcasting software and speaker and microphone and stuff like that as we go. Another thing, I've been thinking about it. I don't like the name EOBL. It originally stood for Elon Olive Baseball League, which is my name, and I think I'm just gonna stick with the 2016 MLB Play Along World Series. So this will be Game 3 of the 2016, or sorry, Game 5 of the 2016 MLB Play Along World Series. The name of the channel is still going to stay the same for EOSN, Elon Olive Sports Network, as my goal is to bring coverage of my play-alongs. As I announced in the first video, I'll be doing a play-along with the NHL. It won't be like a true play-along where I play along with every game because I don't have that type of time, but what I'll do is I'll probably find a way to quick play the games that I don't have time to full play, and then I'll record the ones I do full play, and that'll be like our highlighted game of the week or Hockey Night in America type thing. I'm in the middle currently of a NFL play along. That one has been a true play along. However, I have redone some things. I've redone the schedule. I've redone some of the divisions, and we'll talk about that more in my first NFL play along video. But let's go ahead and get to the business at hand, and we'll take you out to Nationals Park for Game 5 of the 2016 MLB Play Along World Series, featuring the Baltimore Bluejays trying to close out the Washington Nationals. All right, so our pitching matchup for today is the matchup we had for Game 2. First, we'll show you the lineup for the visiting Toronto Bluejays. As I said, they currently lead the series 3-1 and are looking to win their first world title since 1993, I believe. Leading off for the Blue Jays, left fielder Chris Cabello, then third baseman Josh Donaldson, having a great postseason. Right fielder Jose Bautista. In the cleanup spot, shortstop Troy Tulowitzki, who had been injured up until game, I believe, 3 of the World Series. Then Justin Smoke, the first baseman, bats 5th. Catcher Russell Martin, bats 6th. Second baseman Ryan Goins, bats 7th. Center fielder Kevin Pillar will bat 8th. And then the Game 2 winning pitcher, R.A. Dickey, will bat 9th. On to the Washington Nationals. They have Anthony Rendon, second base leading off. Yunel Escobar, third baseman. Then Bryce Harper, the right fielder. Jason Worth, the left fielder batting cleanup. Clint Robinson, the first baseman, in 5th. Ian Desmond, the shortstop. Then Michael Taylor, the center fielder. Wilson Ramos, the catcher, batting 8th. And Steven Strasburg in the pitching spot in 9th. Before we get started, I have kind of tweaked some things with the sound. I know in my previous 2 videos, the game sound was really, really loud, so I tweaked some things. Hopefully this will work. Let's go ahead and double check. All right, and here we go. Play ball. Let me turn that down a little bit, maybe down to 50. That'll work. All right, leading off for the Blue Jays is Chris Cabello. He has 66 at-bats, 10 runs scored, 9 RBIs, and 2 home runs, batting .258 this postseason. Steven Strasburg with a 4.32 ERA coming into Game 5. He has a 2-1 record, 4.32 ERA as mentioned before, 25 innings pitched, 22 hits, and 34 strikeouts with 5 walks. So, this is it. It's do or die for the Washington Nationals. Otherwise, the Toronto Blue Jays will be the world champions. First pitch from Strasburg. And Tried to get Cabello to go, but Cabello holds up. So he'll get another pitch. Cabello is going to double this one into center field, and a leadoff double for the Blue Jays. Really quick, thank you to the guys at InsideSportsGames.org. I got an email from them, or from Bill, who is the creator of the computer games, expressing his support in my channel here. So big thanks to them, and if they're watching, thank you guys, and keep up the great work with these games. For those of you that have not watched my previous videos, this is Inside Pitch Baseball by Inside Sports Games. This is a computer version of a board game. So if you do decide to get the board game or anything like, obviously, if you get the board game, it'll come with these cards. These are the exact same matrices on the cards. You'll roll dice. And that's how you'll come up with the thing. One great thing about this game is there's a interaction between the pitcher and the batter. So as we'll just use this first at bat as an example. I rolled a 5-3, and that's a strikeout. That's where the D20 comes in. Strikeout, again, he's a right-handed batter. Then you come down to Cabello's card, if it's a strikeout or home run or anything like that. Strikeouts against right-handed batters, he's a 15. So anywhere between 1 and 15, that would have been a strikeout. But since it was a 20, you roll to this guy. And then this is actually a really perfect example of a first play to explain some really cool things about this game. This slash right here, as you can tell, we rolled a 6-6. This slash right here in between the F and the D, that is for righty-lefty splits. So if he was a left-handed pitcher, it would have been a fly out to center field. But since he's a right-handed pitcher, it's a double to center field. So the Blue Jays are on with a leadoff double. And here we go for Josh Donaldson having a great World Series. Would be one of the contenders for World Series MVP, in my opinion, if they are to win this game. 65 at-bats, 14 runs scored, 9 RBIs through 4 home runs. And here comes the pitch from Strasburg. All right, so this question mark means, so you'll find out in a second. He's a left-handed batter, so I'll click on the question mark. Sorry, right-handed batter. I'll click on the question mark. 1 through 12, this is a 1 through 12. It'd be an automatic single off of Strasburg, but instead it is a blank, and you roll on the batter's card. 4-1, ground ball, hit to Desmond. And they're going to, hold on, let me read this. This is where the charts would come up. I've not seen a physical version of the actual board game, but I would imagine it comes with a lot of charts. And this computer game does a really good job of kind of like combining it all. When a certain situation comes up, this chart will come up. So let's see. Runners advance on balls hit to shortstop or pitcher if BR of runner beats 1d6. So that's 3, and it doesn't. So he's going to hold, and they're going to get the out at first for the first out. Next up is Jose Bautista. Another thing we need to keep an eye on is this strategy. Like I said, I haven't seen the physical version, so I'm not quite sure how exactly that works. But I would guess if there's probably a chart that says runners on, 1 out, 2 out, yada yada, and then you roll a D20, and it'll probably tell you whether the manager's going to try a steal, hit and run, pick off, sack, squeeze, bunt, hit, all that fun stuff. But nothing is happening right now, as one of these will light up red when that time comes. Okay, back to the game. Jose Bautista, 17 games, so he's played in all games this postseason. 62 at-bats, 9 runs, 11 RBIs, 2 home runs, 355. Here comes Strasburg to Jose Bats, Joey Bats. And if that would have been a 1 through 9, it would have been a strikeout, but not even close, as Bautista holds off. Bautista. This is going to be a single. Cast Escobar. And if his BR, his base running, would have been a 5 or 6, he would have scored, but instead he'll hold. So we got runners on the corners with 1 out. Really quick, this number right here is really important. This 20 is his endurance, which means he will face 20 batters before he gets gassed. And when he gets gassed, if I roll a 6-1, if I do that before he gets gassed, nothing happens. It's just a blank and you go down here. However, if I roll that a 6-1 after he's gassed, that's an automatic single off the pitcher. If I roll a 2-5 before he's gassed, it's a strikeout possibility. If I roll a 2-5 after he's gassed, though, it's a walk. So there's a lot of disadvantages to having Strasburg out there past his endurance. The 8 right here is his effectiveness rating. Anytime there's a hit off of him, an RBI, a walk, that number will go down. So if Tulowitzki was to hit a home run right here, it would go down by 4, I believe, because he'd probably go down by a lot more, actually, because he would go down 1 for each RBI, and then he'd go down for the home run. So he would probably go down by 4 for 3 RBIs in the home run. Once that hits 0, then he's not really effective anymore, and that's when you think about pulling him, and we'll go into that later because it does not look like he will last very, very long unless he gets on a roll here. I have not figured out what the advantage or disadvantage is to leaving him in after this number. If anyone who has knowledge on the game knows and wants to comment below, that'd be great. All right, let's go ahead and get back to the game. Strasburg will pitch to Tulowitzki, 375. He's only had 8 at-bats. This is his 3rd game, so he made his appearance in his first appearance off the injured list in game, let's see, it's 5. Game 3, he's got 1 run, 1 RBI, and 1 homer. First pitch. And that EG question mark means error ground possibility. If it's on the ground, they'll do an error check. How they check the errors is the numbers in the brackets right here. So for Worth, it's a 3, 2, 5. But since it's on the ground, we're probably going to be looking at these. And what they'll do is roll a D20. And if I understand this correctly, if the D20, let's say it's on Desmond, is 1 through 10, it is not an error. 10 through 20, it is an error. But that's only if it's on the ground. So here we go. Tulowitzki, 3-4 is a right-handed batter. So he will put it on the ground, and we're going to check Escobar. Okay, so sorry. So if it's 1 through 5 would be an error. Everywhere else, it's a good play. So the lower the number, the better. So Escobar has a 5-14, no error. And is the base runner going to try to score? How many else we got? 1. No. They're going to hold him. So, let's see. I said no, so he's not going to go anywhere. So we'll go ahead and... Alright, we're going to have to redo this one because I hit something wrong. So, let's say Escobar was going to go. They would flip it to home to get him out, and then Rendon would flip. They'd get basically a double play at home and first, I believe. So let's hit that. But I'll undo that because I did not want to do that. Yeah, because it would be, let's see. Donaldson is out at first. Okay, hold on. Donaldson's out at first. Single pass grounder to third base. Alright, yeah, it doesn't even record it itself. So we're just going to undo that. Redo that at bat with Troy Tulowitzki. And here comes a pitch from Strasburg. And this is a home run possibility. Oh, he just missed it. If that would have been a 1 through 10, that would have been a home run. So instead, we'll say it was driven to, he's a righty, driven to left field. And it goes foul right at the pole. So Tulowitzki has to reset, go again. Instead, he's going to fly out to center field. Taylor makes the catch. Failed sacrifice fly. Roll, use throw chart with base runner and outfielder arm. So his arm takes away 1. So we'll see what happens here. All right, 2 for 5. If roll's less than or equal to ABR, then runner advance. Otherwise, they hold. So Cabello will hold at third. So the great throw by Taylor really, really helped there. So I'm guessing I'm going to advance. All right, hold on. Yeah, I'll advance Jose, and they'll get... Or should he have been out? Alright, I know I'm doing something wrong. Alright, let's just say he was thrown out, but we're going to undo it. We'll try it again. Sorry. Alright, let's just get this going. Pitch, 3-4. That's a strikeout possibility, and he does strike him out for out number 2. All right. And now here comes Smoke. I'm so sorry about that. Trying to figure out what exactly happened there. All right, Smoke, the first baseman, batting .220, 59 at bats, 7 runs, 9 RBIs, 4 home runs. Let's see what happens. Strasburg, 4-6, and he gets Smoke and gets out of a jam. So a controversial calls in the first inning that might come back to hurt the Blue Jays. All right, so Dickey will now take the mound. He's a 2-1, 2.05 ERA, 26 1/3 innings pitched, 24 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 8 walks. Dickey with his first pitch of the day. Gonna get Anthony Rendon. One cool thing about this game is it takes the ballpark into effect. There was a lot of strikeouts at Nationals Park, so they're going to add a 1 to each of the strikeouts. Not a lot of walks, so they'll take away a walk point, and it doesn't do anything to the home runs. All right, R.A. Dickey will now face Yunel Escobar. 68 at bats, 11 runs scored, 8 RBIs, 3 home runs. Has had a pretty decent World Series. And down he goes as Dickey is showing some great poise at the mound today. All right, and now here comes Bryce Harper. Harper has had a decent postseason, but has been really quiet this World Series. 59 at bats, 5 runs, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs, and 2 stolen bases. They seem to do the best when Harper gets on base. He has only gotten on base once this World Series, and that was in Game 4. So maybe, just maybe, it could be him pulling out of something as Harper drills one to right field, and the Nationals are on top. 1-0 thanks to the solo shot from Bryce Harper. They needed that, he needed that, and that could be a sign of the Nationals offense starting to wake up. Jason Worth is our next batter. 61 at bats, 7 runs scored, 10 RBIs, 4 home runs, including a homer in Game 4 yesterday. Here comes the pitch, 4-3. And oh, they almost got back-to-back ones, except this one will go to left field foul. All right, here comes Worth. This one to left field, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But Harper puts the Nationals up on top 1-0 here in Game 5 after 1. Martin, Goins, and Pilar will be the pitchers that Strasburg face. Martin, 55 at bats, 8 runs scored, 5 RBIs, and 2 home runs, and a .236 average. Strasburg, 1-2. Range play. So what that means is they'll test the range of wherever the balls hit, and the range is this 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 5. What they'll do is they'll roll a D6, and let's say it's a fly ball to right field. If it's 1 through 4, Harper makes the play. 5 or 6, then it gets past Harper. All right, so here we go. He is going to drive this one. Okay, they're going to test the range of Desmond, and he barely misses it. If that would have been a 2, it would have been a great play by Desmond to get the out, but instead it'll turn into a S6 single past the shortstop. Next up will be Ryan Goins, 321 average, 56 at bats, 10 runs scored, 6 RBIs, 2 homers this postseason. Strasburg, 6'5", against a left-handed batter. He's lucky he's not a righty, because if he was a righty, that would have been a home run chance. But instead, it'll be a blank. So go to Goins. Goins, ground ball right at Desmond, who makes another play, but they don't turn the double as Martin will advance to second. See, the roll was greater. Hold on. Roll of 6 only plays on batter at first. There's the roll. So they're going to get him out at first for out number 1. Here comes Pilar. Pilar, 17 games, 54 at bats, 5 runs scored, 6 RBIs, 2 home runs, only batting 185. And he's going to strike out again there for the 3rd strikeout for Strasburg. So just so you know, that plus means it adds 10 automatically to the strikeout range. So if you see a plus, W plus, K plus, it's most likely a walk or a strikeout. All right, here comes R.A. Dickey. His first at bat the entire postseason. 2 down. And they're going to test the range of 3, 4. Ground ball to Escobar. Ooh, it might actually get past him because he's only got a range of 1, 3, 4. And it does! And a single for R.A. Dickey. And if his BR would have been 5 or 6, this game would be tied, but instead it isn't. And now you get Chris Cabello, who led off the game with a double off of Strasburg. A double here would definitely tie the game. Dickey, he might be able to make it to third. It depends on where it's hit. Strasburg, doesn't matter. He's going to get Cabello for out number 3 and again works his way out of a jam. Robinson, Desmond, and Taylor will be the batters that Dickey face in the second. Robinson, 11 runs scored, 5 RBIs, 2 home runs on 55 at-bats, and he's batting 200. Dickey, the pitch. And it's going to be a strikeout opportunity, but he doesn't get it as Robinson holds up. And Robinson, okay, so this asterisk means it's going to be an automatic out. It says double asterisk 6, so it means it's going to be a double asterisk 6, fly out to right. So 4-2. This ball hit to right field. Bautista makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Ian Desmond. He has 10 runs, 7 RBIs, 1 homer, and 2 stolen bases on 58 at-bats with a .293 average. So not a bad batting average for Desmond this postseason. And they're going to walk him. And we'll keep an eye here on the strategy roll. Next up will be Michael Taylor. He's got 6 runs scored, 8 RBIs, 3 home runs. All of them came in the ALCS, and that is why he was crowned the ALCS MVP through 59 at-bats this postseason. If they could use their NLCS MVP, that's what I meant, not ALCS, obviously. If they could use him, it'd be now. He needs to get going. He's a right-handed batter, so it's a blank, so he has a chance. 2-5. This one, ground ball. 2 Goins. Desmond is going to be safe at second as the roll is not going to be... So if the roll was greater than his BR, then it would be a force at second. But it's not, so it's actually going to be an out at first. So 2 down, and here comes Wilson Ramos. Ramos, 3 runs scored, 7 RBIs, 1 homer in 61 at-bats with a batting average of 180. So he's struggling a little bit. If they can get him going, it'd be now, and he's going to get a strikeout chance, but Ramos holds up. 6-4. And this one could be trouble as he's a right-handed batter. Right hand on the slash is a double to center field. Desmond is going to score. And this is now a 2-run game. And the Nationals are waking up right when they needed to the most. Here comes Steven Strasburg, the pitcher. It's 8 at-bats, 2 RBIs this postseason. So he's actually got a decent batting average. Here comes the pitch by Dickey. Blank. Strasburg. That's a single past second base, and that's going to score Ramos. Great hit by the pitcher, and he's given himself some insurance. So he's going to go out there in the 3rd inning with a 3-run lead. All right, here comes the pitch to Rendon. He's 0 for 1, strikeout victim earlier. And he's going to strike him out again to get out of this inning. But the Nationals lead 3-0. All right. Josh Donaldson, 0 for 1 so far. Strasburg, right-handed. That's going to be a walk, and it will be a walk just barely. Strasburg wants the call, but he's not going to get it as Donaldson gets the free pass. All right, here will be Jose Bautista, 1 for 1 this game so far. And that is going to be a ballpark rating. So this @ symbol means ballpark. When I click on that, this matrix down here, if you watch, will change to the ballpark matrix, and then we'll roll on the ballpark because it'll decide if it's a homer or a double or a fly out or a crazy play or something like that. So click on that. As you can tell, it changed. So roll here, 6-3, and that's going to be a ground out to first base. And they're actually going to just get the force. Let's see, 3. They're going to get the force out at second, and Bautista will get on first with the fielder's choice. Don't understand why they did that, but it worked. And they see it lights red. They're employing the hit and run. Here we go. Tulowitzki, 0 for 1, strikeout victim last time, and nothing. If he was a lefty, that would have been a walk for sure. Instead, this is going to be a ground ball right to the first baseman again. No double play. Bautista will advance, but they're going to get Tulowitzki at first with 2 down, runner on second. And here's Smoke, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And that's going to be another strikeout for Smoke. Strikeout number 5 for Strasburg. All right. R.A. Dickey will face Escobar, Harper, and Worth. Escobar, 0 for 1, strikeout victim last inning. And this is a blank. And this is going to be a fly ball. Center field, Pilar makes the catch for out number 1. And here comes Harper. Harper was waiting to catch fire in this World Series. Hadn't done a lot. And now he's got a home run against R.A. Dickey. Let's see what he does here. And they're going to walk him. Probably a good idea because he's the one guy that has done the most damage to Dickey today. With that bomb, it automatically just started the momentum for the Nationals. And he's going to try to strike out Worth, and he doesn't get it. Worth will see another pitch. Worth pops up to second. Goins will be there, makes the catch for out number 2, and here comes Robinson, 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. And he's a left-handed batter, so that's going to be a ground ball to Goins. Puts it to first for out number 2. For you guys that want to keep track of the stats, here's the batting summary. Here is the pitcher stats: 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Here's the inning, here's the outs, and here's the score. And of course, there's the score right there as well. And there's the hits, there's the errors, left on base. All right, Martin, Goins, and Pilar will be the guys for Strasburg. And just to think, we were talking in the first inning about how Strasburg may not come out, may not make it much longer unless he got on a roll, and he looks to be on one now as he gives a hit up to Martin, singles past Escobar, and now here's Goins. 0 for 1, Strasburg with the pitch. Got him for strikeout number 6. All right, here comes Pilar. 0 for 1, strikeout victim last time. And he almost got rung up again, but he held off. Good eye by Pilar. All right, so this question mark means it's going to go to this right here. He's a right-handed pitcher, so what it'll do is over here they'll roll a D20. 1 through 8 is a single, 9 through 10 is a double, 11 through 12 is a triple, 13 through 20 is a fly out. So 6. Oh wait, I did that wrong. I got that wrong. My bad. 6-5. This is going to be a ground out to the shortstop, and they're not going to get the double play. Matter of fact, they're going to get the force out at second, and Pilar will get on with the fielder's choice. All right, and now here comes Dickey. 1 for 1 this game with the double. Strasburg. If that would have been a number, it probably would have been a hit by pitch, but it's not. 2, 3, and another hit for Dickey. As this one goes past Desmond, Pilar will hold at second, but Dickey is 2 for 2 with the bat in his hands. That could encourage the manager to keep him in there a little bit longer. Strasburg blank. However, if this was 6 batters later, that would have been an automatic single. Cabello, who is 1 for 2, a double and a strikeout, is going to double this one into center field. That's going to score Pilar and Dickey. If it's green, then it means automatic go. So it is now a 1-run game here in Game 5. Toronto leads the series 3-1. They win today. They are world champions. All right. And as you can tell, his effectiveness just went to 0 because he just allowed two RBIs. So big decision for the Washington Nationals manager. 2 down. Donaldson will come up. Donaldson is 0 for 1. They may let Strasburg finish, but Donaldson is a legitimate home run threat. While I'm trying to think about this, we'll talk about colors in a second. So if you've noticed, whenever I roll something, it'll come up red or yellow or green. Green means yes, that's going to happen. So if it's green, it's an automatic yes. If it's red, it means no. Yellow, it says basically it's use the charts and figure it out type deal. So yeah. Donaldson's a home run threat. He's 0 for 1 off Strasburg. All right, looks like Dusty Baker is going to put faith in Strasburg and let him pitch it. Strasburg. Oh, he almost got a single, but we'll say it goes foul. Donaldson, 6-5. Oh boy, this could be trouble. So now we're going to get the question mark here. Or sorry, 5-6, my bad. And he's actually going to fly out to center. Great catch by Taylor to end the inning, and it'll be Desmond, Taylor, and Ramos for the Nationals. Going in the bottom of the 4th, it's 3-2 Washington. All right, Dickey having quite the game at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Dickey, nothing going to happen there. If that would have been a 1 through 5, it would have been an automatic out, but instead it's a blank. Desmond. Fly ball, right field. Bautista makes the catch for out number 1. Now here comes Taylor. Needs to get going if the Nationals are going to have a chance. And if this is on the ground, it's a possible error. And Taylor does put this on the ground. They're going to test Donaldson's error. And it is no error. Or sorry, Tulowitzki's error. And it is no error on him as he gets the ball to smoke for out number 2. And here comes Ramos. 1 for 1 with a double. He's got a run scored and an RBI. Blank. 3-5. This could be big. And fly ball right field. And it is caught by Bautista for out number 3. After 4, it is 3-2 Washington here in Game 5. Toronto leads the series 3-1. All right. Strasburg. They may let him go this inning, but I bet if he allows a hit, they'll probably pull him. Oh boy, error throw. Possible error on the throw. 1-4. Nope, fly ball to left field. Worth will make the catch for out number 1. And now here comes Tulowitzki. 0 for 2 with the strikeout. And another possible strikeout. Yes! Right on the corner. Paints that inside corner on Tulowitzki for out number 2. And now here's Justin Smoke. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. And is it 3? Yes, it's 3 strikeouts. Another great job And that's perfect because they will probably lift Steven Strasburg for a pinch hitter. And it is Ryan Zimmerman who's going to come in to pinch hit for Strasburg. So that's it for him. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 runs. Both earned 1 walk and 8 strikeouts here in Game 5. Dickey will easily strike out Zimmerman. Look at that. A roll of 1, meaning he just dominated that at bat. And here comes Anthony Rendon. 0 for 2, both strikeouts. And he's going to strike out a 3rd time. The 5th strikeout for Dickey. 3 of them coming from Rendon. And here's Escobar with Harper on deck. 2 down. Blank. Escobar. Can you get on base? No. Ground ball to Tulowitzki. And that's going to end the bottom of the 5th. For those of you guys that haven't watched my other 2 videos, you can manually select a reliever like, oh, I want to put this guy in. I'm just doing a pure simulation, so I have the system select the reliever. So what it'll do is it'll roll a D100, and whatever range it lands in, that's your pitcher. So it rolled a 50, so 47 through 63. Casey Janssen will come in to relieve at the top of the 6th. Janssen has a 1.43 ERA. He has a 1-0 record this postseason with 2 saves, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. We will probably only see him for 1 inning. Well, yeah, probably, because he's only got 3 batters on his endurance. 3-6, blank, Martin, 2 for 2. Great game for him so far. Except this time it ends as he flies out to center. Taylor makes the catch for out number 1. All right. Goins, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 4-4. And they're going to test the range of Rendon. And Rendon makes a beautiful play at second for out number 2. All right. Now here's Pilar. 0 for 2 with 1 run scored and a strikeout. So he's been a walk as well. This one, possible error on the throw. Pilar, 3-4. Ground ball to Desmond. No error committed as he gets the ball to Robinson easily for out number 3. And here we go to the bottom of the 6th. Harper, Worth, Robinson. Dickey probably won't be here much longer. He may finish the 7th, but that's it. Harper, ballpark, Harper. Fly ball, center field. Pilar makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Worth. 6-4. No wild pitch. Roll again. If it would have been a 1 through 9, it would have been a wild pitch. A 10, it would have been a pass ball check, which Martin's the catcher's pass ball rating is the one after the slash. So 3. And it would roll a D6, and it would be 1 through 3 pass good. I believe it's 1 through 3 good, 4, 5, 6 bad. All right, Worth, blank, and Worth is going to line out to Tulowitzki for out number 2, and here's Robinson. 2-2, and this is a ballpark one. 3-3. This one is going to go to left field. And that is going to be a double right here. Roll, so it'll adjust the BR right here. Roll less than or equal, adjusted BR, then batter safe with double. So a double for Robinson with 2 outs. And here's Desmond. 0 for 1 with 1 walk, and he scored. Here we go again, 6-5. And he strikes out Desmond for strikeout number 6. And now here's the question. Do you pull R.A. Dickey? Or do you let him bat? Well, they are going to pull Casey Janssen. And they're bringing in Matt Thornton for the 7th inning. Hold on. I want to see if it is able to show it. Yeah, it does. So what's really cool about this game is in the last game, if I exhausted certain pitchers too much, it would bring it. It makes them not available at certain times. So some of these guys will become available come 8, 9, but 6, 7 they're not available to go that long. All right, so they're going to let Dickey hit. I mean, why not? He's 2 for 2. And they actually walk Dickey. They walk R.A. Dickey. And now the question is will they pitch run him? The answer is yes. They are going to pitch run him. Let's see who's got the highest BR. Yeah. And Cabrera will come in to be the pitch runner. And they strike out Cabello, who for his second strikeout of the day. And here we go. Donaldson. 3, 2. Fouled off. Tried to bunt. Are they going to try it again? Let's see. He's got a... How many outs we got? Only 1. No. We'll just do regular at bat. 3, 6. And he's going to pop out to Desmond for out number 2. And here comes Joey Bautista. 2 down. Thornton has looked good. 5, 4. Uh-oh. Bautista. Ground ball. 2. Grounder to the catcher. And that's going to do it there. And we are going to select a new pitcher as we are stretching. And Bo Schultz will come in. For the Blue Jays. Here we go. 3-2. Washington at the bottom of the 7th. Taylor, Ramos, and Thornton. But they'll probably be a pitch hitter at that point. And blank for Taylor. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so if this would have been a 1 through 3, it would have been a special strikeout. But considering it's a 7, it isn't. 3-1. And that's going to be a single into center field. And now the wheels are starting to turn for Washington. As Ramos is going to get struck out. See, 1 through 3. And now they're going to lift Thornton. Ugala will come in for Thornton. Ugala. He's had 7 at-bats, no hits yet. Five, 4, and this one is going to be a ground ball to second baseman, possible double play. No, they're going to get the force out at second, and Ugala will get on. 2 down and Rendon, 0 for 3, all strikeouts. And he's going to ground this one to Donaldson. And that's going to do it for the 7th inning. As we go into the 9th, Washington will be bringing in Drew Storen, the save leader for the Nationals. Tulowitzki will be his first guy. And that he hit him. Yep. So 1 through 5, it would not have been a 1 through 18 is a hit. Hits Tulowitzki. He must have gotten hit a lot. Wow. All right. Storen to Smoke. Smoke. 3, 4. Oh, no. This could be bad right here. Smoke is going to get a drive one deep to right field. Back to the wall. And it is caught by Harper, who just saved a run there. And now here comes Martin, 2 for 3, as he grounds this one to Desmond. And they are going to get the force out at second. And he'll be safe at first. 2 down, and here is Ryan Goins, 0 for 3 with the strikeout. And he's going to get a second strikeout. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 Washington. Escobar, Harper, and Worth will be the batters for the Nationals. Schultz, they're going to leave him in there. 2-6. Foul ball. Roll again. And he fouls another one off. And this one could be trouble. Deep, deep, deep left field. And it is foul at the very last minute. If that would have been a 6, we would be tied. Wow. At the last minute, miss tying the game here in the bottom. Or sorry, no, miss taking the lead by 2. My bad. That was the Nationals batting. They need that insurance run because you never know with these Blue Jays. 2-3. That's going to be a ground ball to Goins for out number 1. And here's Harper. 1 home run already, 1 for 2. And a walk. Harper is going to put this one into shallow center, and he's on with the single. And look out for the steal. Pickoff attempt by Schultz. Nothing happened. And they are going to pull Schultz now. Probably said, if you can't pick him off, we're going to bring someone else in. Ryan Tepera will be the pitcher. 2 1/3 innings pitch, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 walk. And he's got to face against Worth. 5-1. Worth holds up. We'll see another pitch. Worth. Ground ball to Goins. They're going to flip it to first. Harper will advance. They advance the runner. So now here's Robinson, 2 out. 1 for 3 with a double. A double here would score Harper. And he's going to strike him out to end the inning. And here we go. The Nationals bring in Tanner Roark for the save opportunity. 5.24 ERA, 10 1/3 innings pitch, 10 hits, 9 strikeouts, 5 walks. Can they send this series back to Toronto? We're about to find out. Oh boy. Oh wow. Okay, Hugh. So that could have been bad if so. Home run question mark means home run opportunity. If he was, since he's a right-handed batter, if this was a 1 or whatever the range is here, then you would roll another dice here, and if that would have been within that range, it would have been a home run. So he doesn't get the home run. Pilar is going to ground out to Rendon, and they're lifting Tempera for Donner Navarro. Navarro, 1 at bat. Nothing has happened from that at bat. 1 down. Roark with the pitch. Nothing happens. Fly ball center field. Taylor makes the catch. And the Nationals are 1 out away from sending the series back to Toronto. Here we go. Roark to Chris Cabello. Cabello is 2 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. 4-3. If it's on the ground, it's a possible error, but if not, it doesn't matter, as this one is going to be a single past Desmond, and the tying run is on. And here comes Josh Donaldson. The go-ahead run. Possible world championship run. The pitch. Doesn't get the strikeout. This is going to be a single past third base, and now the go-ahead run is on, and here comes Jose Bautista. And now you got to wonder, is Roark going to stay or is he going to go? Because if a base hit ties the game, and they are going to pull Roark and bring in Aaron Barrett. He's pitched 3 innings, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, no runs scored. Pitch to Bautista. Got him! Perfect pitch to end the game, and the Nationals are taking the series back to Toronto. The crowd is celebrating that their season is not over yet. Final score 3-2 Washington. Strasburg gets his 3rd win of the season, of the postseason. Dickey gets his 2nd loss, and Barrett with his 1st save. Harper with his 3rd home run of the postseason, and that could be enough to light this Washington team up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback, please comment. Hit that like button, and we will see you on Friday from Rogers Center for Game 6. Thank you, and have a great day.